Hello and welcome to my session, Paper Cuts of Prejudice, the Lingering Impact of Microaggressions and Unconscious Bias. My name is Jessica Lacerda. I'm the Counselor Administrator at Idaho Virtual Academy, and I have been at IDVA for the past 13 years, in this role specifically for the past 4 years. And so currently I work as both an administrator, I oversee the counselors, as well as our 504 coordinator and our success coach. And I also have my own caseload of students at the K-5 level, about 500 K-5 students. So I kind of do a little bit of everything. I'm really excited to be here today to share with you a passion that I have and have had for the last few years as DEI has really become big and important, and people are becoming more aware of that importance. So let's go ahead and begin. All right, so I've attached for you on the screen the agenda as well as the learning objectives that we're going to be discussing today. As I previously mentioned, we're primarily going to be focusing on elements of diversity, equity, and inclusion, specifically learning more about unconscious bias, microaggressions, and privilege. Those all might be terms that you've already heard before, and so for some of you, this might be review. I'm hopeful, though, that there are elements of this presentation that allow you to expand your knowledge and gain insight into your personal experiences that help shape your worldview. We're going to review aspects that are impacted by ourselves and others in order to gain a better understanding of the three elements that we're going to be exploring today. And then hopefully you'll walk away from this session with some tools and some additional knowledge to help facilitate and foster DEI in your setting, whether you're an administrator, a counselor, a teacher, classified staff. All of us are working with students, and all of us work with families. And so all of us are impacted by elements of DEI. And so it's really important, if we want to have a helpful practice, an impactful practice, that we understand DEI completely. All right, so let's go ahead and begin with just some basic definitions. First definition is diversity. Diversity is really about recognizing and valuing differences. When we think about diversity, it's more than just race and gender and ethnicity. It is all differences. And I have to laugh to myself because when I selected the picture, the icon for this bullet, I selected a picture with all women. I mean, those appear to be, a bunch of women or people who identify as women. And so that picture wasn't the most diverse picture that I could have selected, but I liked it and I liked the colors. So anyways, next we have equity. And equity is about ensuring everyone has equal access to opportunities. Equity does not necessarily mean equality. Those are not interchangeable terms. And I'm going to review that on the next slide, and we can discuss that a little bit more in depth. Finally, we're going to be talking about inclusion. And inclusion really is about creating a safe, welcoming environment for our coworkers, for our students, for our families. Once students feel safe and included and like we are acknowledging their worldview and respectful of that worldview, they will be in a better position to be more successful for school. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as well.